But I was on the side, and I'm looking at these hooligans.
Yeah.
And it was in the middle of one of their sets, and what's his name? Ian? What's his name? Ivan. And he goes, I see a little kid over there. And there's a kid in the hot tub. And he goes, bring that child to me. and they lift this child up. And the child crowd surfs to the front. Can't be more than 5, 6 years old. Little Latino innocent child. Eyes big, bright, like a fucking Disney show, right? And she's looking around, and he goes, what's your name? And she goes, I don't know, it's whatever her name is. He goes, do you ever curse? And she's like, I'm gonna mean now. And he goes, well, today you're gonna curse. And I just remember this kid, and he goes, are you ready to say this? You know, burn motherfucker, burn motherfucker, burn motherfucker. And she looks out to a sea of white human beings going, burn motherfucker, burn motherfucker, burn. And the kid was horrified. And that's when I realized, like, what did we get ourselves into?
Yeah, this is Fu Manchu Hetfield. I fucking love Fu Manchu, James Hetfield. It's the Bonfire Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. And his new special available April 5th, wherever you stream albums, live from Portland. Jim Breuer on the show. Just having a fucking time.
Thank you,
drinking
Lou.
coffee, you know,
Crowning
playing
King nothing.
Metallica. Fu Manchu Hetfield. It's just fucking all
Fu Manchu. You didn't have a problem when they cut the hair. I was thrown at first a little bit, but then I was fine with it.
I just remember Alice in Chains on their Unplugged. The bassist had on his guitar, "Friends don't let friends give haircuts," because Metallica was in the audience.
Well, they made you deal with a lot at once. They cut their hair and then started making 3.5, 4-minute rock songs.
Yes.
And that was a lot. You were like, oh, you start getting worried. You're like, is this about to become Bon Jovi? Like where they went from like I thought they were so cool to like music from my mom.
Yeah.
And like I was worried that Metallica was gonna pull this in some way. You know, Guns N' Roses got out of the game quick enough. They didn't have time to get old and change their music really together. Yeah. And you're like, oh shit, it's gonna be the change. But they hung in there, man. The music's solid. And every
album they put out, you're like, fuck, they still got it. It's great every time. I remember getting Death Magnetic early, and I'm like super excited. That's the last time it was like a CD, because everything after that was like download. But I remember getting Vic Garcia, my old roommate, got me Death Magnetic from a guy I knew at Warner Brothers, and I remember like listening to it and being like, "This is fucking awesome!" I loved it. Gave it to DeRosa.
They're still cool, man. They're still fucking cool.
Love the new album.
Yeah,
more than. To me, it's the greatest rock album in 30 years.
Okay.
Not Metallica.
Yeah.
Greatest rock album in 30 years.
You went on the road with them.
Yeah.
You just got off the road with them.
Just got off the road with them.
Fucking awesome. But what I love even more than anything is you also do a Lars, which is one of my those are one of those impressions where I'm like, how do I get him to do Lars?
It's easy. I'll fucking... He was the one that helped me through this. And dude... First of all, the whole thing happened where I got a text from Hetfield last March.
Yeah.
And I went, and James is always, when they ask me to do things, he's very vague.
Okay.
So he's in Europe touring, and he went, hey, would you be interested in doing some type of tour with us? And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. What?
And I probably geeked out a little hard and went, oh, dude, I'll fucking kill whatever you I'll do it.
I'm order for you. I love you.
And he went, don't get excited. It's not really stand-up. It's more of something else.
All right.
And I haven't talked to the rest of the band. Yeah. I went, okay. 2 weeks later, he sends me ideas. And the ideas are blasting T-shirts into the crowd. It's
I'm not off board yet.
Right.
I'm still having this conversation with Hetfield. If Hetfield brings up T-shirt guns with me, I'm going, continue.
Right. Maybe there's a hardwired Harry that roams the crowd or in the parking lot. And I'm going,
you're a mascot now.
He goes, it's a fursuit. Here's the thing. Very breathable. Very breathable when you're on the inside.
Before you get excited, you're wearing a burlap head.
He goes, we're about to unveil the Magadon Metallica mascot. You're going to be inside.
Yeah, you're that golf cart guy that drives while everyone, hits the ball at you. So, and he's throwing these ideas out. So I throw him ideas, and I don't hear from him.
Yeah.
I go, oh, wow, this ain't happening. And May comes. Now it's May, and I'm at a gig, and I get a call from his manager. Hey, man, this is Mark. Are you around this Sunday? Yeah. I go, yeah. Matter of fact, I'm alone in New Jersey. He went, I'll come to your house. I went, you going to come to my house?
I always imagine Metallica like helicopters in, like anyone that they work with. Like,
it was sort of like that.
What's funny in him, even
he just comes
even
down.
as you're telling this, is him reaching out to you and saying, like, don't get excited. There's so many, like, comedians and just people in the world who view you on that level to say, like, it's like Jim Breuer just fucking texted me, and then you have a thing where you text the guy. You're like, I reached out. He goes, James probably busy. He's probably didn't get back to me or whatever.
Yeah,
like you're putting it's such a weird flip of position.
Yeah, where it's like judo. You just all your momentum's against you. Where you're like, oh fuck, what? Yeah, dude, I'll talk to you. What? You want to talk to me? Yeah, fuck, I'll call you right now. I love you.
There's 20 people you walk by a day. They were like, oh my god, I wish that guy would talk to me for 5 minutes. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm waiting. I have to keep my line clear. James,
you know what's so funny is I tensed before the show. I tensed up like a fucking prairie dog hearing a hawk screech when I heard Jim laughing with Lou down the hall, and I was like, that's fucking Jim Breuer. I've never met him. I was like, I'm Dan. It's just like one of those things where it's like, you know,
I almost had to slap you.
Yeah. Like Jay's looking at me like, fucking pull it together, dude. I'm like, okay.
And so this guy Mark comes to my house, and now I got all my ideas lined up. I got,
do you have an easel?
Oh yeah, I got video ideas. I got easels.
PowerPoint.
I got everything. I got a whole notepad. I've got all these different. So if he doesn't like this idea, I got 5 other ones that are gonna work.
Yeah.
And he literally was like, hey, Jim, how you doing? Yeah, I'm in town, blah, blah, blah. And I was just thrown off that he's at my house in the middle of nowhere, New Jersey.
Yeah.
I know he lives in San Fran. Like, what is he doing here? So he goes in my kitchen, and he opens up his laptop computer, and he's like, okay, so we start in September in Madison, Wisconsin, and then we go all the way to March, and it's basically like 7 days. And I know you do a residency, and there's only one date at the Paramount that you'd have to change. And I don't know if you talked with your wife Dee, but are you into this?
That's so funny.
And I went, well, yeah. And he went, great. Shuts it, and he goes, we're announcing this tomorrow on Stern and Rolling Stone, and we have your name in it. And he goes, we'll worry about developing what the show is, and I'll talk to your agent, and we'll figure out finances and all that. He goes, as long as you're into it. I went, okay. And before I can even think, the next day it was like, bang, Jim Breuer going on tour with Metallica, and
that's the way they talk about shadow government. Like they come in and they go, Mr. Breuer, you are now the president of Venezuela. We'll announce it tomorrow. And like on the news, they're like, a brutal takeover is happening in Venezuela. Jim Breuer now the president. And you're like, that guy was in my fucking kitchen. He knew my wife's name. He fucking helicoptered in.
He knew about your gigs at the Paramount.
Yeah, he knows that I threw away the band. I don't know if they hired him to fuck with me. I don't know what's going on.
Like, what about my thing at the Paramount? He goes, it's been handled.
Yeah. Mr. Breuer, there is no more Paramount. And you are also the leader of 330,000 people. Have a good night. Yeah, that's some fucking crazy shit.
Have a good night.
And that's how it, and I racked my brain trying to figure it out.
What is the first day of showing up for Metallica school like? When you just, you know what I mean? Like, you're like going and you're like, you have your nicest shirt on, and you're like, oh, Lars, hello, James.
Hello, Kurt. I'll tell you exactly how it went down. So here's the thing. I show up. No, first of all, before it even went down, they fly me to like Switzerland.
Yeah. Dude, they are Metalocalypse.
To see what the stage looks like.
We have this is where
something any comic could have handled with a simple cell phone picture.
Yeah.
Got you. It's like when they tell us, he goes, you want to come in Stupid Roy for sound check? Like, I'll just trust you guys have a microphone that works. Anyone can figure this part out, I guess.
At worst case scenario, I'll ask you to bump the mic volume.
Yeah. You want to see if your shirts blend in with the backdrop too much?
Dude, Mr. Breuer, we're going to bring you to the Metallica facility in the Swiss Alps. It's where they all train. It's just Lars in a pool just drumming with like a Wolverine mask. He's like,
he's got nodes all over him, just teaching mechanics.
James is being flushed out with fresh sheep's blood.
That's Robert Trujillo.
Yeah.
Whatever he bases, he destroys.
Dude, just different rooms like fucking like the Xavier Manor.
Trujillo is hitting 1,300 pounds of pressure on each string. Whatever he strums, he destroys.
Yeah. So they take you to fucking Switzerland just to show you the stage.
And I meet all the production.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm doing. Like, what am I doing here?
By the way,
question.
That's every comic at any gig that isn't in a fucking mall.
You're
like, what am I? What are you guys? Did you guys mishire me? Why am I here?
I'm going to parallel this. To you.
Yeah.
When I joined the first show I did with Korn at all was at a small place in North Carolina. They called it the Ballroom Blitz Tour. So it was like 1,000-seat places, maybe a little bit, somewhere like a couple thousand, but for the most part, it was small. This was a small one. It was the second day on tour. I joined the second day. When I get there, the opening band is on, who, as you know, ended up opening my Comedy Central special,
CO2,
become dear friends. 2 Cents.
2 Cents, yeah.
And these amazing guys. But they were on stage. Adam, the lead singer, is a great front man. He's bleeding actively on stage. And, I didn't know their music before, and they're going for it. And I'm so intimidated. And they go, you just go up in between them and just for comedy while they sit up for Korn. I go, I don't think it's going to work. I mean, at that moment, if they would have said, you want to go home to your mom, I would have went, yeah, I do. I want to go home to my mom.
Dude,
and then I went on, and it just went. That particular show, my buddy John, who's in the military, was stationed out there. He just happened to be able to go with, and something about just having a friend there also was like, I'm going to go give it a whirl, dude. Oh, you're almost like, I'll play to you if no one's paying attention. Like, we'll laugh at how much this just sucks. Right. But I was nervous as shit. But you walk in, and everyone, even, dude, members of Korn, I'd be like, I'm Jay, I'm the comic who's hoping the show goes, we have a comic?
No.
Oh, dude,
I'm like,
yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
So you show up in Switzerland, and it's the whole. Is this basically where the whole tour is learning how to build and take down the stage?
No. They're in the middle of the tour. This is one of the last shows.
Oh, okay. So this is they're going to come off this, rest for a little bit, and go back on with you.
Right.
Just living fucking on the road.
Yes.
Well, they take breaks though, right? It's like they go out for a stretch. And then,
yes, but this is the end of their tour, and there's only 2 dates left.
Yeah.
So I fly out there. The day of, at the hotel at 9 in the morning. They pick me up at 2, bring me to the arena. They show me the stage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And then
you go. Can I get a carpet out here? I like to. I like to panther.
You feel like you have to change something for you? I like if there could be candles.
You go. Can we
here?
You go. Can I test my mic? Like you're adding. You go like this. You go. You guys ever thought that light would probably be better over there? Just at least for my set.
And so I go. I did say. It'd be nice if there were screens that people could see me.
Yes. Smart.
I said that's all I need is
Game
screens.
changer.
Yeah.
Screens.
Game changer.
You know
That's
what and this is just a real quick sidebar. What I've noticed from the Shiprocked story and the Metallica thing is like you're like a MacGyver with performance where you know how to just quick fix it. Where you go, drop it. We're just going to improv.
Because you're going into situations, they know a comic's coming on these things.
Yeah.
But nobody there.
No,
when I first got the first, that was the question that threw me for a major loop. They go, you want to give me your microphone? He's like, I'll set it up for you before the show. I went, do you want me to do what?
Yeah.
And they go,
What do you-
your microphone. They go, you're a comedian, right? So, basically like musicians, like guitarists travel with their guitar. I go, this question's never come up in 18 years of comedy, and no one's ever asked me if I had my microphone.
Please start Googling custom microphones, because I want to start showing up to half-sold heliums, going like this. Can you plug me in?
What's up, Huntsville, Alabama?
I go,
it's a golden fist.
I go, there's Delilah. I'm like, oh God, dating is weird. Yeah, that's good. That's gonna really rip in this room. I'm gonna take this with me in my hotel. I nap with it. I'm totally down with that.
I trust I can leave this here overnight.
Yeah. Do you guys have a lockbox or something I can put my fucking like your fucking BB King? I need to put this somewhere.
But that's the thing, right? They want you to have some sort of like answers for what you need, and you're like,
yeah. I said just a screen would be great, and then I watched the show. And I'm like, all right, well, all right, well, we'll see you back in the States. And then now before I leave, someone goes, hey, man, Lars is in the food room and he wants to talk to you. He's got 15 minutes. Well, okay. So I go in there and he's like, and he's eating. He's like, so basically, why we hired you is because you're able to read a crowd and just, this is your fucking thing. Just do what you want.
That's great.
Like, all right, well, what
what's my thing?
like, are we, like, is that it?
Yeah.
Like, this is why I came to Switzerland, or what?
Just so I can have a conversation while you eat fucking craft services?
Raclette. So you got weird Swiss food.
Yeah, and he's like, if you got ideas, just run them by me. And then I still was really uneasy. I didn't know what and people like, dude, you're opening. I'm like, I'm not opening.
Yeah. I'm
host MC of their opening, whatever it's called, the Lighten Up tour. They're calling it. I'm not opening. Yeah. I'm not doing a fucking. It's Jim Breuer and his 45-minute comedy set.
Yeah.
So now. It's about a month before the show goes, and I'm stressing out.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you got a big thing coming.
Dude, I fucking reached out to Jay. I'm calling Bill Burr.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, you want to come join me on stage? I'm not the only one going down.
Bill
You're
Burr's,
all going down with me.
Yeah, Bill Burr's going, what the fuck?
By the way,
What the fuck am I?
Dude, I mentioned that, Christine.
You don't fucking call a guy and fucking offer him a fucking beginning spot. Dude, you're not fucking opening.
Christine,
you're not fucking opening.
Can you pull up? Can you pull up my calendar by any chance on the screen to show my calendar? After Jim texted me, I have Metallica date listed in every single on my calendar.
Right. You bought the uniform.
He's waiting for James
before...
Hetfield. I'm waiting for him to call me up.
Dude, you got the uniform before you got hired at the job. You're just wearing the shirt, and you're like, here we go.
So
Papa John's gonna call. I don't just like green.
And he goes, I fucking love it.
So I called Jay. I'm like, hey man, you available to like? I don't know what I'm doing. I think I said I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I flew out. I flew out, pretended I had a gig in San Francisco, knowing Lars was there for a couple days.
Smart.
Now I talked to James. I'm friends with James.
Yeah.
But James is always kind of vague. He's like, I don't know, just kind of, I don't know. You do your thing. I'm like, all right, this is not helping me.
You've got a lot of people keep telling you just do your thing. I'm trying to define what my thing is, guys.
Dude, it's also that's great. Yeah, they're
like,
speaking in rockstar Vegasms.
It's a theater in the round.
Okay.
So I sat with Lars. I find Lars. I go to his house. He's like, why are you here?
I told you never come to my home.
I said, I have a gig out here. And I went, you know what? I really don't. I want to wrap my head on what you see. And he's laying down in a chair, like his legs are dangling over. Yeah. And he goes like this. He goes, and we could see the entire San Francisco Bay. It's like a movie.
Yeah, he's in Tiburon.
And he goes, well, not anymore. Not anymore. He's in San Francisco. And he goes,
that's my shithead cousin's knowledge. Lars Ulrich lives in Tiburon. And
that house doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, well.
Been to that house. Had a great time there.
I can't wait to tell.
Got good stories there. He goes, here's the deal. First of all, you're writing bits and creating things that are for like 15,000 people. Trust me when I say you're lucky, maybe 800, maybe 1,000 people be in the arena when you're up there. So you got to think nobody's going to be in there. That's number one. Number two, you got to remember, tell them why you fucking here. Because you know the band, you know me, you know James, you know stories. Tell them stories. The times you worked with us. But the most important thing is you don't have to be funny.
What? That's like one of those things where you go, what? That's my thing.
Especially because you go, that's what I thought my thing was.
Yeah, he goes, do you know
one thing I thought my thing was?
You start doubting your own name. You go, I'm Jim Breuer. I'm a comic.
No,
do your thing, man. Go out there and don't be funny.
He goes,
and I went, okay. And I went, okay, I don't have to be funny. He's like, yeah, just tell stories and just, I trust you. I've seen you go into a room and you can work the room. You know the situation and you just fucking go with it. It's fucking brilliant. Just you can do that in front of our crowd. He goes, we get bands. Nobody goes to see them. It's a bummer for the bands, a bummer for us. So why not give the crowd a fan experience? That's what we're looking for. And I went, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And I planned this whole fucking thing for Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And it was on. I got a DJ.
Yeah.
A comedian that I can banter with, and he's going to play songs.
Great.
And even that guy came to my house, and he's like, and he's a punk rocker. He doesn't know rock and metal. And he goes, here's the songs I got. And every song is, listen. Everyone in that audience is Jim Breuer.
Yeah.
They're married, they're kids, they grew up Metallica in 86. Maybe some of them loved, give me fuel, give me fire, give me, and that's where they started. But still, those people are not into, none of them are into that. Play old Van Halen, David Lee Roth, not fucking Van Halen, Scorpions, play fucking maybe a little bit of Pantera, maybe 1 or 2, not a lot of them.
Yeah, don't get too crazy.
Don't get crazy. Play what you hear now on Ozzy's Boneyard, and that crowd be happy. And I got stories, so I'll tell a story and go, one time when I met Ozzy on a play, and then boom, you play, I'm going up the road on a great play, hey, this happened, my girlfriend, and so, okay, so we're set, boom, 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 and we found the first show. I walk out 6 o'clock. I learned everything after the first show.
6 p.m.
I've got Madison, Wisconsin. I got the star player from their college football team.
University of Wisconsin, go Badgers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got the Badgers running back, the Badgers quarterback. I'm gonna run up on top, give tickets away.
Oh yeah.
Every 15 minutes I have something scheduled.
You're dusting them.
Well, first 15 minutes I go up, hey, how you doing? It's maybe like 5,000 people in the arena. It's 6 o'clock.
Sure.
Really early.
Lars
I bet at 6 o'clock you really feel like hardwired Harry.
Yes. Yeah.
It's too bright for that.
Now I got to run to the top, and I don't have a security guard.
Oh boy.
And I don't know how to get to the top.
Oh boy.
And the lights, they can't find me, and so the guys on stage are like, Jim, where are you? It's a fucking disaster.
It's in the round?
They said Metallica, they're insistent that Metallica goes up at 8:30, and Metallica, Lars is insistent I stay on stage until Metallica comes out, because Metallica is big Jim Breuer fan, and they want all Metallica fans to start following Jim Breuer. So that's the part where I'm like, wow, thank you.
Thank you.
But okay. 8:20.
Jim, you want to do a quick old 2-hour and 30-minute set?
8:20, I go backstage.
Yeah.
I go, are they still going up at 8:30? 100%. Great. 8:25, I go on stage. I get okay, this section, I think you're better than this section. You guys do the hokey pokey. You jump up and down. You're louder than them. You say blah, blah, blah. And they're fucking, and the guy goes, turn on around, I gotta stretch. And I looked and went, oh, fuck. Okay.
Stretch.
I did 10 more minutes, and now the crowd's getting a little uptight.
Yeah, they're going like, all right, dude.
And I'm about to get off, and again, they're not ready. I'm like, what the fuck? It's 8:40, 8:45. And now I'm getting the bottom teeth.
Yeah, it's turning hard now.
Fuck
you, Jim Breuer.
Teeth are going, and I'm getting a lot of this. Fuck you. Get the fuck off the stage.
Yeah.
3 hours of anybody, though.
Correct.
It's
Yeah, dude.
3 hours.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
They
I
can't
had the t-shirt cannons. They're not working, so I'd run out. and I'm like, "Are you ready?" And it go click, click, and they'd all
out?
yeah, and they'd all start booing. Boo. And it's not 5 people; it's sections. Boo. So
Just 114 now.
right,
You turn it.
So at one point, the funniest part was I had the DJ on stage, and he's wearing glasses, and he can't see what the fuck he's doing. He calls me. He calls me over on stage. People booing. They're telling me, get the fuck off the stage. And I went, oh my. And Metallica's management's there. Everyone's there. Everybody's there watching.
The big start.
For some reason, Cliff Burton's family's all there.
Everyone's
they're all there.
there.
And they're super disappointed at everything.
Cliff's spirit is watching.
He's like Obi-Wan.
Yeah, the Jedi's on the side.
He's just on the
The
He's
guy
up
from
on-
Hanoi Rocks.
He's up on top.
It's going, oh,
It's
fuck.
a disaster.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they say, okay, they're ready. It's 8:55.
Yeah, but that fucking 25 minutes.
They go up. I go backstage, and I go, oh my God. But my attitude is always like, okay, tomorrow night we're gonna kick their ass.
Okay, because in my mind,
Me and you were the same. I know where me and you are.
I'm taking a detective shower in the fucking public shower with it just running down with my hand against the wall, like, oh fuck.
Not me. I'm taking the old tags off my bag to get ready to put the ones to go home with. I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
guy
I'm
was
like, well, it was a failed experiment. Look, we did everything we could, right? We tried that one night, didn't work out. I'm gonna get out of here.
The guy I was
I'll
with,
never listen to you again. I'm sorry.
the guy I was with on stage went, Jim, we gotta get the fuck off the stage. Swear to God, Joe Sib, we gotta get the fuck off the
sick of
stage. We go off stage. He's like, dude, we can't fucking do this. I'm packing my bags. I'm fucking out. Hold on a second. Let's regroup. We know it works. We know the next night it was like, okay, no, I'm not going up to 7:30.
Yeah.
Yes.
You go out at 7, start playing songs. Fuck me going up in the crowd. You're going up in the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up, talk as long as I can. I'm gonna fuck with the audience, talk as much as I can. When I'm done with that, you are then going to give ticket giveaways. You're going to go up on top. You go way up there. After that, we're going to play a trivia game with the crowd.
Genius.
After that, we're going to do a game show. I'm going to bring a couple knuckleheads up, and hopefully they get booed the fuck off the stage. And it'll be the most entertaining thing in the world for the crowd. And that's, by night 2 and 3, I found a rhythm like...
It becomes a breeze, and then when it comes every day, it's just like, oh, it's time to do my thing real quick. Goes, and then I'm gonna get to sit and watch Metallica all night again.
But I'm not kidding you. By the second leg, and there was a part of me, and I think only you can understand this, Jay. I don't know. Maybe you too.
No, it's fine. I get it.
No, maybe you too.
I'm green in this pasture.
I love Metallica. Like, let's say I wasn't opening for him.
Yeah.
I'd be in the crowd, banging my head so hard that it would hurt the next day when I'm home alone. And I reached a point, I'll never forget, this was a game changer for me. So the crowd is done. I mean, I'm done with my set. And I'm not getting booed. I'm not getting the go fuck yourself, go home, die, get cancer. I'm not getting those tweets anymore. From night 2 on, it was like, all right, dude, I get it.
Yeah, it's fun.
So now there's this Korean guy, and he's acting out every song. I don't know what happened. I'm at the sound booth, and I went up to him. And it went from Moth into the Flame to Sad But True to like Master of Puppets, and the two of us got in each other's faces, and we acted out every song. And when we were done, we had a crowd around us, and it became a tradition. Every night, people called me out for every song. They looked, you gotta come out here with us. And I remember the third leg. There was about 15 of us banging our heads so hard, way in the back, right? And all of a sudden, the song was over, and it was this song. And I look up, and a pig comes flying by my head, and I look up at its head field, and he's looking at me, shaking his head but laughing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then after the show, he's like, dude, you're in there with the fucking crowds. You're a nutball. You're a fucking nutball. I love it.
That's
like
great. That's great, but it shows you, man, like with the fucking, with the cruise and with fucking Open for Metallica, by the second night, you were like a seasoned guy in a heist movie. You like came in, you go, here's how it's going to go. The car's going to stay out front, and it stays running.
Right.
He goes, this is a 3-safe joint, all right? We got 90 seconds. When they hit that button, that's what you got, 90. You got to get in and out. To call it like that and then just to fucking solve it, they don't know how many years of comedy went into that.
Well, look, it's going to, because the thing is, the gig, comedically rewarding, is going to be what it's going to be.
Yes.
I didn't walk off of 60 shows I did with them. I've never walked off stage one time and goes, I got to write this down. I think I got to do a bit tonight. I'm going to have to jot that down. It's just, it was, especially I said with me when I went up there, no one knew I was. So they go, is the fucking drum tech grabbing the mic? Cut his mic off. And you're like, look at this dickhead. And fuck you.
What happens, Jay, is that whole crowd looks at, who is this guy? And then they look you up.
Yeah.
And then they see video, like, oh, dude, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And what I started seeing was the Metallica crowd went, dude, he's a real Metallica guy.
Yeah.
Dude, he really is a Metallica guy. Well, he's really... And some people started going, oh, why don't you do material? I'm like, dude, I'm in the round. It's fucking 8. And by the
Well, you're going to talk, no matter what. That's the thing you have to rely on. That's the instinct that... Whatever I do, if I was talking at a funeral, I just say something funny because that's
what you know how to
all my
do.
thing is. Yeah.
And I started going in the crowd, doing a thing, and the coolest thing in the world became, this is the greatest, I can honestly say, it was the greatest gig I ever had in my entire life. Better than TV, better than film. It was the greatest gig, greatest experience I ever had in my life. I would do it. I said I would retire and do this the rest of my life, but guys like you, guys like Jay, only we can do this because we can appreciate, I can appreciate what life is. And these are moments when we were kids, like, God, if I got to meet ball players, God, if I got to hang out with the metal guys, God, if I could, and I'm the Forrest Gump of entertainment. I said from day one, hey, I want to work with Pesci. I want to work with De Niro. I want to do this. I want to be with Metallica. And I could sit there and go, holy shit, I did everything. It's not what I envisioned.
Yeah.
I thought I'd have $50 million and I'd be a blockbuster star. I'm like, you know what? Who's going to say I fucking toured with Metallica?
That's crazy.
Who's going to say I worked with this guy? Who's going to say...
You got beaten with a fake bat by Joe Pesci.
Dude, it's the greatest...
It's the moments I said. It's the I call them the not. No one can. There's little marks in my life when you go. No one can take this away from me.
Nobody.
You just do a thing and you go. That's why I said I get bust my balls for bringing up how much I bring up being on tour with Korn. I'm like, it's a pretty huge moment in my life.
For you, it's
but it's just for me, but also just in comedy. I was like, I went from like struggling. And by the way, when I came off of it, still struggling. It wasn't a financial gig. It was like they asked me if I would go on the tour. Doing comedy in front of Korn for 60 shows, and Rob Zombie, and I did Slipknot and the Shiprock things. You're like, this is fucking crazy.
I mean, it really is. It's like
but it's your.
You're on the poster.
Too.
When we were on the poster, we both have that poster framed from Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
We did the comedy tent, but we're on a poster with fucking Billy Joel.
Yeah.
It's like crazy.
It's fucking crazy.
It's the beginning of a gay porn. This guy's in gay porn.
This is where we pick up the stranger at the bus stop.
Yeah. That's Louis Stacks.
Yeah, that's Lou Driller.
Because he got fat stacks of dick in his pants.
He drills chicks. Lou drills.
We're doing an overnight shift at a gas station scene. We're Lou's the only employee there.
And a lady needs her car fixed, but she doesn't have anybody.
She steals a Zagnut bar while he's taking a shit. He comes out, catches her. Well, there's only one way to pay that back. Why do black people always try to get in the background of TV?
They love it.
What's going on with that guy? That guy's already giving shout-outs to his mama.
What barbershop did he say?
Yo,
guys.
Top cuts.
If
Bushwick.
If internet has taught me anything, to make random black people leave you alone, street magic. I go, is that your car?
Mr. Cardi goes, oh, hell no. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't know. I was dealing with a sorcerer.
Oh, man, this warlock. Oh, I'm trying to get... I'm trying to get the full Scotty J. Oh! Oh! I just made her ears bleed.
It almost killed me.
Yeah. I mean,
Jesus.
Well, that's all we're getting, man.
I don't know if Merkface's microphone's even doing a goddamn thing. He's the furthest away from us.
I hear you.
Do you like your new job as audio?
I hate it.
You hate it?
Why?
Here, let's
I
trade.
feel like I'm part of the group anymore.
No, here, we'll trade.
Oh, how's it feel when we turn it on you, Merkface?
Yeah, look at that. This feels good.
I think both you guys are doing it terribly wrong.
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing
First off,
it
you're supposed to hide
Let
your
me take a
shadow.
whip. Let me take a whip.
Hold on, I got to do it one
I
hand.
only got so much cable.
Do it one hand.
You can't get too far away from me.
Yeah, you're in.
Yeah, but your arm gets tired quick, dude.
Dude, my jacked ass arm. You're right, Jake.
So I should be working for a local.
You know what? Hey, this is us standing in for Jay.
That's not
How you're supposed to do it.
What do you say? Now you say something.
No.
I spit on it. I go.
Getting too close.
Hang on a second. Oh, the only one's here with Dan has to say. Wait, Murphy, you say something. Oh, the only one's here with Dan.
Hi. Hey. Let's do a duet like we're doing Save the World.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget. Come on. Why? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Give it back.
Boom, 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 boom. Dude, I knew it.
Not sack.
Give it back.
Now let me carry it for you and Jay.
All right, you're
face.
doing just as bad a job as Jay.
Merc face.
It goes right to my ear.
You missed the show?
Still, you don't need it to be that close.
Merc face.
Oh, dude, I didn't know it was right in Merc Face's face.
We're right in there.
Ah! That's what made me leave the show in the first place.
You said Nick DiPaolo.
You said Nick DiPaolo isn't
Oh, you lied to us.
I will take these headphones right off and throw them at you.
Why are you getting so upset with us? I can only finish if I smell Dan's armpits.
Do my armpits really smell?
Your mouth is so high. I'm on my tiptoes. Looks like I'm trying to kiss you. Looks like I'm part of the Viet Cong and I'm trying to kiss
roller.
Hey, Dan. Do you think... Oh.
I don't know. It's just pretty good. It's good lacquer. Let's go to.
Give me my stick.
Let's go to work.
Let's go to work. Did you guys see that guy selling that book, How to Roll Blunts for Dummies?
No, really?
Yeah, that's awesome. Hold on, I'm gonna go buy one. Ah, fuck, I already cash on me.
I do. How much was it?
Give me 20 and I'll pay you back.
Come on, Dan. Snatch and grab. I say snatch and grab.
Like how to roll a blunt for rocket scientists.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. What's your name?
Rashawn.
Rashawn Dan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. All right, let's go to work. This guy's awesome. Got 2 for 20.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You think your friends would dig this video? Then share it with them and tell them to rate and review. And, you know, make us feel good about ourselves.
You tell a friend, they tell 2 friends. Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme of a radio show.
Becomes a whole thing. I got some Cutco knives also if you're interested.
Ooh, I got Spider Cove, so come to me if you want the real one.